Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Palmer. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri tries making a foray down the right. And it's made its way to him. McAllister. Well read. The danger is averted. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this player, Gravenberch, is someone I can't decide whether he's a 6, an 8 or a 10, Peter. He basically plays all of those roles in every game. And, of course, he's the main connector between defence and midfield. But
goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Plays the return pass. Gravenberch. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side.
Mbappe gets through, and a shot! Valverde. And it's McAllister. Pedri. And it's Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Palmer. His corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vinicius Junior does really well to win the ball there. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Koundé. So we're still where we started right now. And here's Mbappe. Look at, can he finish? It's run loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Valverde. Oh, they could break here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Palmer. Oh, such a clever touch. Turns and goes back. Valverde! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Valverde clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Koundé. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long...
Bellingham! A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Valverde. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Has a shot! Just a whisker away.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Pedri. Gravenberch. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Van Dijk. That's a good ball out wide. Pedri. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Bellingham. He's through, now is he in? He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Bellingham. McAllister. Now it's Pedri. Lovely feet. McAllister is on to... He's having a shot! Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Oh, that's well spotted. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Crosses it in. Decent chance! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores. Cambio de jugadores.
And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's nice. Now that looks a decent ball. Fires it in low. Dembele! And with a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the shot! Aimed beyond the defence. Yildiz with the cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernandez.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. He's onside. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. Played over towards the opposite flank. Now it's Bellingham. Pedro Neto. And Gravenberch. Knocks it into space. Time and again they are repelled. Locatelli. Bellingham. Given the lift of his goal. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Palmer. And here's Gordon. Ball driven towards the far post. Pedro Neto.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the pass is intercepted. Gravenberch. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham could try cutting inside here. And a chance! Cucurella. And the counter is on. Played out to the left flank. Yildiz. Lukaku shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. There's the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Madrid have their third corner. Pedro Neto plays it short. Yildiz with the cross. Pedro Neto is fouled. Koundé tries to play it through, and he's straight offside.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Yildiz. Haaland receives it in a good position here.
Habrá 5 minutos de
Good
descuento.
read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Dembele. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Shot could be on. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Goes down, but nothing given. Dembele. Palmer concedes a free kick for that. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Se ruega al propietario de una furgoneta gris con matrícula Capicúa que acuda urgentemente al aparcamiento.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
Bellingham. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Gabriel. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Koundé. Great defending, strong and determined.
No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively.
Now it's Lukaku. Cucurella. Lukaku. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Valverde. That's Valverde. And this is Lukaku. Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Cucurella. And it's Lukaku. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Lovely feet. Gravenberch. Valverde. Out towards the flank. Mbappe. Bellingham. Bellingham going full steam ahead down the left flank. Turns back here, probably the best option. And that's gone loose. And he's surging through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Valverde. Valverde has been caught there, it's a foul. Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Gravenberch. That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Well, they could break here. McAllister. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Gravenberch.
And this is Lukaku. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He's having a good look here.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Palmer! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And here's Mbappe. Haaland is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bremer. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And he's forced to go back. Cucurella. Valverde. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Bellingham.
Decent progress down the left.
Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Delivered with swing. Oh, such a clever touch. He has a look up. He's found chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Pedri
Hurtling down that right flank.
and it's Gravenberch. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good alertness. Vinicius Junior looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Always onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Bellingham.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 22, el
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
el dorsal 9.
It's an early cross.
Serán
That's an
sustituidos
excellent
por
interception.
el dorsal
Now it's
24,
Haaland.
el dorsal 10,
Driving on and making good progress.
el dorsal 18,
Doué.
el dorsal 2. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio
Very
de
few
jugadores.
chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot.
And the shot! It's a goal! The breakthrough arrives at last!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain making consecutive changes here. Gravenberch. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Gravenberch. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be.
It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now the ball's gone astray. Now it's Doué. And it's made its way. Yildiz! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. This is Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Doué.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Gravenberch. And it's Doué. Ball played for Dembele. De Jong. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through. Thinks about the shot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Can he get it through? Now it's Eze. And a chance! And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
No, that was never going to make it.
Vinicius Junior.
And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot!
Danger averted for now. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told...
Thuram!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's a decent clearance. Palmer. He has found the way through. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Koundé. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a...
Decent chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gravenberch, passing is crisp and sharp.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
So we're still where we started right now. Gravenberch. And it's Palmer. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Haaland. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Bellingham.
Strong running down that left flank.
He is just caressing the ball. Mbappe. Can he spark a counter here? He's through here. Gabriel. Bremer. Valverde. And Gravenberch. Gabriel gets over and intercepts.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Pedri. Mbappe. Oh, can he get onto this? Gravenberch. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Pedri. Flashes it across. And he's cut it out.
Shot at goal!
Now that is commitment to the cause. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde, good purposeful running this.
Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Gravenberch. And he's intervened well there. Valverde. Now Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get it through? Koundé going vertical. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Palmer. Vinicius Junior. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nicely intercepted. Pedri. Bellingham.
Well, they can break here.
And the through ball. Oh, that's well spotted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign, things are about to change.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Bellingham. And it's McAllister. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the
Header! It's in!
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's been cut out, well played. Madrid still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Ruben Dias and Cucurella. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Thuram.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here.
No way through there.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Could move up a gear here.
Gabriel. Madrid have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
22,
changes here, from
el
both
dorsal
sides in
9,
fact.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 7.
Koundé,
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 24, el dorsal 18, el
nicked it
dorsal
back
10,
promptly.
el
And it's
dorsal
Koundé.
14. Cambio de
Now it's
jugadores.
Yildiz. Gravenberg. And it's Doué. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. He's picked his way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. And a chance! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Haaland. And here's Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice-looking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Tries to pass it through.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
It's out for a goal kick. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista a sus hijos durante el partido.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Thuram. Palmer looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ah, such a clever touch. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Opts for safety. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Stood up well to him there.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Lovely bit of skill.
And it's Gravenberch. Tries to pass it through.
Gravenberch. And the counter is on.
Thuram. He's picked his way through.
That's good play.
Madrid have it back and can go again. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's intervened well there. McAllister. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Mbappe gets into some space. That is lovely.
He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Pedri. Now, can they get him away?
"30 minutes gone."
Bellingham.
Oh, they can break here.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Van Dijk. Could be danger here. Bremer.
Oh, nice touch.
McAllister. Henderson clears. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Koundé has given away a free kick. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Gabriel. Gravenberch. Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Mbappe. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Mbappe really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
In towards the back stick. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. We're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Palmer. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's found support out wide. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's made its way to him. And it's Pedri. Vinicius Junior looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Knocks it into space. And the shot! Oh, taken with style!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Defending was strong and firm. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe, he has found the way through.
He's in space and looking for options.
That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's there to get it away. Now it's Thuram. Van Dijk gets a foot in here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 24, el dorsal
Well seen,
6,
saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ansu Fati. Looking for the run, picked out brilliantly. He's dealt with that really well. Lovely feet. He's got space in the area. Ansu Fati. Tries to get it clear. Oh, important interception. Madrid leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Oh, that's fabulous. Now there tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pedro Neto with the short one. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, sweet feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Gabriel.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's a decent clearance. Valverde. That's been slipped through. Now it's Haaland. And he's running through. Can he finish? And that is the last effort of the game. Madrid have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Things have got on the way here pretty promptly. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Oh, crossbar!
That's a half-decent try.
Out towards the flank. Oh, that's nice. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present.
Pedro Neto!
Oh, split-second reaction.
Pedro Neto is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Decent shot! And again!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Van Dijk.
Bellingham. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Bellingham.
Mbappe! He's having a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
McAllister rolls it backwards.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. This is the time you need that pace.
Vinicius Junior was steaming forward.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. McAllister,
Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. It's run loose here. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely feet.
Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Vinicius Junior.
Gravenberg calmly anticipates.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Pedro Neto.
Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up.
Mbappe!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Spread it left. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank.
It's out for a goal kick.
had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Haaland. Mbappe. That's really nicely played. Takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. It's Thuram. Nice physical challenge. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a sharp pass. Timber. Pedro Neto. Now Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. And the shot!
2 minutos de descuento.
Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gravenberg. Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's made its way to him. Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Thuram. Now, can they get him away? McAllister, given the lift of his goal. That's a good ball out wide. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Koundé. Swept in. Ruben Dias with the clearance. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Now it's Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. And a chance! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pedro Neto! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
So, time for changes
7,
on both sides,
el dorsal
actually.
6,
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
El dorsal 22.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
El dorsal 18. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Palmer. And here's Gravenberch. Palmer.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Wonderful save by Martinez. That is lovely. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Bremer. And it's Eze. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Ansu Fati. Henderson getting this one clear.
Ansu Fati really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's superb. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Pedri. Eze. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And they can counter here, and he's intervened well there. Bastoni. Haaland.
Out to the right. And here's the chance to counter.
Valverde in acres of space out wide. Oh, such a clever touch.
And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que en la tienda oficial del estadio podrán encontrar todo tipo de objetos relacionados con nuestro equipo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And already we're underway here.
Looking to play him in. Cucurella gets over and intercepts.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Out of play for a throw.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe going full tilt down the left.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Chance here to counter.
Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go.
That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Mbappe.
He's shifted, and the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Koundé.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
It's Bellingham. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Gravenberch. Now it's Mbappe.
Pedro Neto. Vinicius Junior.
And it's Gravenberch.
Mbappe. Pedro Neto.
Now it's Barella.
Vinicius Junior. Shoots! It's there!
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's picked it up out wide, plays it in low. Bremer gets it clear. Van de Ven. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
McAllister.
He's away! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Thuram. Great vision. And the through ball. Good ball, good take.
Bremer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
He's in a great position here. Now, can they get him away? Now,
Mbappe! And yes, it's there! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
he made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. And the half-time whistle goes.
So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Vinicius Junior
For Pedro Neto.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Takes a shot!
Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish.
Mbappe turns back here, probably the best option. Koundé. Now it's Haaland.
Haaland has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Skims one in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 15 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
McAllister
with the short one.
El dorsal 10.
McAllister.
El dorsal 9.
Oh, such a clever touch. Opts to play it back. Doué.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to play it through.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Valverde.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Neatly clipped into space. And it's Koundé.
Lovely feet. It requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Very nicely done. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yildiz. Yildiz powering forward here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's Doué.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Madrid finding their passes. Yamal. Doué being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That has been cut short.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Van Dijk with the foul. Gravenberg. That's very neat. Madrid are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bremer deals with that comfortably. That'll be a throw-in. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly... Oh, he's been caught napping! Koundé. And Yamal. And it's Koundé.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here!
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Yildiz.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And the cutback. And he's there to get it away. Paris Saint-Germain. And that will be it. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. Vinicius Junior was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Gravenberch.
Thuram absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And that is out of play. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Pedro Neto. Thuram. Nice interception, well to chance! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the counter is on. Oh, delightful ball.
Pedri. And here's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's straight offside. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Pedro Neto is having a shot!
That's going to go a long way. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Mbappe! Lovely bit of skill.
Cucurella just loves to go forward whenever he can. Koundé to McAllister. Bremer. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. Van der Ven gets it clear. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Koundé. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Now the cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Gravenberch. Thuram. Now Mbappe. Bremer gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. Bellingham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Timber did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
And that's gone loose. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice control. And it's McAllister. Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram wins the duel this time. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pedri. Bremer. And Gabriel. Pedro Neto. Well, see, there's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Haaland. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Pedri. Gravenberch. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ball is over the line. And it's Cucurella. Over to the other side. Timber. Tries to pass it through. Pedro Neto. It's gone for a throw-in. Barella. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
So time for change,
El dorsal
and
7.
this one has been on the cards for a little
dorsal
while.
6. El
So
dorsal
that's
19.
two now without reply.
El dorsal 20.
The turning of the screw comes to
Serán
mind, Peter.
sustituidos
They've
por
got them where they
el
want
dorsal
them.
9, el dorsal 2,
And it's McAllister.
el dorsal 22,
Strokes it
el
back.
dorsal 24,
Well, he just didn't have any
el
support.
dorsal 18.
Gravenberg. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Mbappe! Really well taken goal.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And here's Haaland. Lovely feet. Haaland stood his ground strongly.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
And he is going into that little black book.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Mbappe!
And he thumps it clear. And here's Yamal.
Oh, that's nice. He's shifting through the gears here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Eze.
Oh, they can break here.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly.
Deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Haaland is onto this. Eze. And here's Mbappe. He was under real pressure there.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Van Dijk. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Very much into the last knockings. Eze. And it's Neves.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Ansu Fati. João Neves.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Gravenberg. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. And it's Eze. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that interception was... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think the manager can take a great deal of satisfaction with this win. It was a solid game plan that worked pretty much as he envisaged.